language. We reviewed adverbs and we looked at adverbs that describe adjectives. Remember, we said some adverbs describe verbs and other adverbs can describe other words. For example, adjectives. So we had sentences or phrases like so beautiful, too exciting. It's the adverbs that describe adjectives. I wonder if some of you have started doing your homework yet. I'm still waiting to receive your homework. Please remember to send it to me. I'd love to see your homework. Let's quickly take a look at what we'll do today. We are going to do a comprehension exercise on a street map. Remember, we are busy with maps. We've looked at a pirate map, and I think we've looked at another street map, but today we will look at a street map again, and we will answer questions based on this map. We will look at directions, north, east, south, and west. We will look at commands that we can use in maps, and we will try to understand left and right when we are coming from different directions. It's not always as easy as it seems. Okay, so let's look at this map. Let's get familiar with the map before we answer questions about it. So quickly, let's see how many streets can you see? Streets and street names, how many? You can count with me. Joda says 5. Yes, now everybody's answering 5. I think 11 is a bit too much, but let's count together. We have Elm Court, we have Main Street, 5th Street, Berry Drive, Dale Lane, and Twisted Lane. Did I miss something? I'm counting 6. So Elm Court, Main Street, Twisted Lane, 5th Street, Berry Drive, and Dale Lane. That gives us 6 streets. Those of you who have 7, I'd love to know if you are seeing something that I am not. We have Elm Court, Main Street, 5th Street, Twisted Lane, Berry Drive, and Dale Lane. That is 6. Right, and how many houses are there? Houses, not buildings, houses that people live in. How many houses can you see? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes, we have Catherine's house, David's house, Ariana's house, and Ruth's house. And then what other things can we see on the map? 3 other buildings and 1 other place that you can go to. Who can name them? What other buildings or things can we see on the map? Nokwanda said supermarket. I can see a supermarket, a school, said Polosho. And Kayla. And Joda said a library. And we also have the park. Let me see. Who is this? Hillary said the park. Great. So now you are more familiar with the map, and can you also see there we have our wind directions, north, east, south, and west. Someone said yesterday, never eat sour worms. So that is a good way to remember the order of the directions. If you keep forgetting which side is west and east, then if you go clockwise, you can just remember never eat sour worms. That's a good one. So let's quickly look at some notes on following directions. There we go. So I don't know if you have a piece of paper, please go get it. I want all of you to have a little piece of paper and a pen or a pencil in front of you. Right. If you see a command on the screen like this one, go straight. Well, the first few you won't be able to draw, but the next, after that, you'll quickly draw something. If I say go north, go west, go east, I just want you to draw it out on your piece of paper so that you can test yourself to see if you know, because I can't ask you to draw on the screen. Right, so let's see if you read go straight in a map, you will see, you will do the following. Whatever direction you are looking or moving in is the direction you need to keep moving in. So you have to think about, am I looking to the west, or have I been going to the west or the east or whatever? And then you have to keep going in that direction. If I say turn around, so that means you start going in the opposite direction, right? So stop, turn until you are facing in the opposite direction. The next one, go north. So those of you who have a piece of paper in front of you, quickly draw out north, go north. So if you don't know north, then you have to wait for the answer to be revealed, but see if you can draw it out on the piece of paper in front of you. And then I'm going to reveal. Remember, the map told you where north, east, west, south, and west are, but I'm going to reveal now what the answer is, and let's see who has the same answer. You could just draw an arrow. There we go. Who of you got that right? All right, I see many of you. Next one. Turn north. So this means maybe you're coming from another side, you're coming from east or west, and then it will look like this. So you'll, on the left here we have, if you're coming from this side, then you have to turn north, and if you're coming from the other side, so turn north will always turn you in the same direction. Doesn't matter what direction you are coming from. That's why it's sometimes easier to say turn north than it is to say turn right or turn left. Because it doesn't matter what direction you're coming from, you will turn in the correct direction. Next one, go east. Quickly draw an arrow on your piece of paper. Go east. What do you think is east? I'm going to reveal it. There we go. That's east. Who's got it right? Good to see you guys know your directions. Let's go to the next one. Turn east. So this is similar to the previous one. So here I'm coming from the north and then I turn east. And in the next picture, I'm coming from the south and I'm turning east. Let's go to the next slide. Turn left. So turn left is easy if I'm standing and looking in a certain direction. If I'm where you're sitting right now, the arrow points to where left is, but it's not always this easy. We'll see later on. And then if I say turn right, let's draw an arrow to the right side. Turn right. That'll be right. Just remember, turn right and turn east are not always the same thing. Right now, if you're looking at the screen, it will be the same thing. But if you're coming from a different direction, turn right might mean something totally different. Okay, so let's see who really understands. Every time I'm going to cross out the incorrect answer, but let's see who says what. So you only have to type A or B. And here is the command, go south. Let me see if you really understand. What is go south? Now I have so many of you. Many said B, someone said A. Ooh, some people don't know where south is. Let me reveal the answer. There we go. So the cross means it's not A. So all of you who said B, you are correct. Well done. So many. Right, next question. Are you ready? Here's the question. Go west. Go west. A or B? Yes, I see all of you have the correct answer. Someone said S, but there's no S, only A or B. And let me reveal the answer. So I'm crossing out B. The answer is A. Next one, turn left. So see where the arrow is there at the bottom? You have to turn left from there. What's the answer? Some people are saying A, some are saying B. Look at the arrow, guys. This is an easy one. So if I'm coming from here at the bottom, I'm turning left, and that is towards A. So I'm crossing out B. Those of you who said B, you have to go learn your left and right, all right? But everybody who said A, you are correct. Well done. The next one, look carefully. There's the arrow, the direction that you are coming from. Now this is like the work you will do on a map, because you won't be coming from the bottom every time. Sometimes you might be coming from the left or the right or the top. So let's see which one of these two is turn right. Which one is turn right? A or B? Ooh, I see so many different answers. Many of you say B, some of you say A. Which is it? So you're coming from the arrow and you're turning right. Polosho, only give your answer once, please. Wow. Okay, so almost all of you are incorrect. The answer is not B, guys. The answer is A. Lishle, I think you're the first one to say A. So let's see, why did I say A? You have to pretend that you are looking from the top and pretend you are walking down the street there by the arrow in the middle. Can you see? You're walking down here. If you're coming from this direction, then turning right will not be the same right as the right on your screen. It will be different. So actually it will be, if you turn your back on your computer and you walk away, which side will be right? It will be the one that's indicated in the block that is A. Right, so the answer is A, guys. I see some of you are going to struggle with today's work. You have to know what is left and right. All right, so now we get to our first exercise. We will read something and then you have to tell me the answer. So let's read it together. Remember, this is comprehension. So it's not just about listening, it's about reading yourself. So you have to read with me. Exit the parking lot at the supermarket. Turn left. At the first stop street, turn left again. Then turn right. Where are you? So I'm going to leave it on the screen. I'm going to give you a minute or so. You can read through it again by yourself, and then you can, as soon as you know the answer, you can tell me where you are. Joda said you are by the school. Let's see who agrees with her or who has different answers. All right, so we exit the parking lot. Here, that's here, and then we turn left. So left will be then down. If you're in the map, turning left will be down, and then turn left again. That will be, actually, if you look at your screen, it will be right. But if you're coming from Berry Drive and you're turning left, it will go in this direction and then turn right. So those of you who said school, you are 100% correct. The answer is school, but now we have to put it into a sentence. So make a nice sentence for me. Siabonga said, you are at school. Let's see. I am at the school. Thank you, guys. You are very good. So remember, the question is, where are you? So you can say, I am. I am at the school. Joda said she made a sentence. Sorry if I missed your sentences, guys. I will try to see who is the first one that writes the sentence. Let's go to the next one. Here we go. I'm going to reveal the question. From the school. So remember, you are at the school. From the school, turn left into 5th Street. Go straight. Turn right into Main Street. Go straight. Turn left at the 1st Street. In which street are you now? So you can do that on your own. You can read it one more time and just tell me, where are you now? Please use a sentence. Hillary said Elm Street and Joda said you are in Elm Court. So let's see if you guys are correct. There goes the circle. You are correct. And let's write in a sentence, I am in Elm Court. So if you are following the map, let me see if I can quickly show you with a highlighter. I said from the school, here we are at the school, you turn left into 5th Street. So there I'm turning left, and then I'm from here. If I turn right, it will be this direction. And if I turn left again, I will be in Elm Court. Great, guys. Next one. From Elm Court, turn south into Main Street. Turn east into 5th Street. Turn north as soon as you can. Turn west at the 1st Street. Where are you? Where are you? So you can read through it one more time on your own. And then give me an answer. Nokwanda said, I am in Twisted Lane. Dane said, I am in Dale Street. Where exactly, guys? It's a place, a building. No, who's this? Ntokozo. You said David's house. You can put it into a sentence. Right, let's reveal the sentence, or let's reveal, yes, you are correct. It's David's house, and the sentence, I am at David's house. Remember, if I say, where are you? You can answer as if I'm asking you, where are you? So you say, I am here, or I am there. Let's do it together. So from Elm Street, so those of you who didn't get the same answer, it will be good if you focused on the screen right now. You are here in Elm Court. You will turn south into Main Street. So south is down here. And then turn east into 5th Street. So east will be this way. And then I said turn north as soon as you can. So the only place I can turn north is here. and go up, 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 up. Turn west at the first street. So if I turn in here, if I turn west, then I'm at David's house. Right. Let's move on to the next slide. Let's read it together. From David's house, turn right into Berry Drive. At the next stop street, turn right. Turn right again at the next street. Turn right once again. So you're turning right many times. Where are you? So you can read it again by yourself. I see some people asking me if you can just say short like David's house, but this is English class. So guys, you have to practice to write complete sentences. So I will only accept your answer if it's in a full sentence. I am, and this time your answer has to start with I am. I am. Tabello said, I am at Arina's house. Oh, that's Dante, right? I am at Arina's house. Lichle said, I am at the school. Not Ntokozo said, I am at Anna's house. Was Anna? Ariana. So, let me see. Who is correct? Because you have so many different answers. Did anybody say library? Let me check. Nobody said I am at the library. So this means all of you have to pay attention right now. Let me show you. Because we started here at David's house, remember? And then turn right into, okay, you guys can stop typing now because I already told you the answer. Just look on the screen. If I'm here and I turn right into Berry Drive, it's this way, right? At the next stop street, so here I am at the next stop street, I will turn right again. So which way is right now? It's this way, but on the screen it looks left, so you guys have to focus. And then if I turn right again, it's here down Main Street, and if I turn right again, it's right here up to the library. So you remember the key to doing this correctly is to pretend that you are walking down the street. You cannot just look at the screen and think, oh, it's going left because on the screen it looks left. You have to pretend you are walking down the street. You have to pretend you're coming from David's house, walking down Berry Drive, and then if I'm turning into 5th Street, that will not be a left turn for me. It will be a right turn. I think there's one more of these, so let's practice together. Oh, there's a sentence. I am at the library. Let's follow directions one more time. So now I'm here at the library. Turn south into Main Street. Turn east into 5th Street. Turn north at the stop street. Turn east after you've passed the supermarket. Remember, after, not at. What is to your left? So read it once more by yourself and then tell me what is to your left. I want a sentence. Something like, the school is to my left, or a car is to my left, or the swing is to my left. Not a street name, there's something there. I see some of you can follow directions, but you have to try to put it into words. Tell everybody where you are. So Dante said, I am at the supermarket. The park is to my left, said Jenna and Joda and Kayla. I'm at the park. Let's see if you guys are correct. Fantastic. So how did they get there? Those of you who are completely lost, just look at the screen right now. So from the library, turn south. South will be down if you look at your street map. It's not always this direction, but today it is. And then turn east into 5th Street. If you forget, you can just look here at the compass in the map. So I'm turning east. There we go. And then turn north at the stop street. So I'm going up here, stop street. Turn east after you've passed the supermarket. So now I've turned. And what is to my left? The park is to my left. That is really good, guys. The park is to my left. So quickly, just a bunch of other questions, and we don't have that much time. So let's answer these questions as quickly as possible. How many cars are there in the parking lot? Please give me a complete sentence. I will not read any answers if it's not in a sentence. Remember, in math class, you might be able to just write the numbers or the words, but here you have to write sentences. Hillary said there is one, and who is this? Matumbo, I think that was Kayla, right? You said there is one car. Great. So there is only one car in the parking lot. Remember, I didn't ask how many cars are there on the map. I said how many cars are there in the parking lot. So there are 2 cars altogether, but only one in the parking lot. Next question. Whose house is the closest to Ruth's? Whose house is the closest to Ruth's? Let's see. Look, so first you obviously have to find Ruth's house. Whose house is the closest to Ruth's? And Nokwanda wrote a sentence, so very good. She said, Ariana's is the closest. So let's reveal the answer. Ariana's house is the closest to Ruth's house. And Joda, you also have a really good sentence there. And so does Caleb. Right, let's go to the next question. I'm running through these questions now because we still have a lot to do. Where would you go if you wanted to play on the swings? So I'm asking you, so you can say, I would go. Where would you go if you wanted to play on the swings? Start your sentence with, I would go. Caleb, you said, I would go to the park. That would be a good guess, but I can't see any swings at the park. There we go. Dante, I think you're the first one to say, I would go to the school to play on the swings. So in this park over here, we don't have any swings. There might be, but we do see the swings here at the bottom by the school. So I would go to the school if the school grounds are open. Next one. How many street names can you see on this map? So we've answered this one already, so I'm just going to reveal it to you. I can see 6 street names. And then the next question says, list the street names in alphabetical order. So previously we listed the street names. We said there's Elm Court, Main Street, 5th Street, Twisted Lane, Berry Drive, and Dale Lane. So what would be the first street if I list them according to the alphabet in alphabetical order? So now you can just type out the word. Alex said Berry Drive. Is that correct, guys? So if you have to do something in alphabetical order, just go through the ABCs. A, there's nothing starting with A, but there is something starting with B. And that is Berry Drive. Right, after we have Berry Drive, what's the next one? So I have A, I have B. Is there anything with a C? Is there anything with a D? There we go. Dane and Jenna, you both have Dale Lane. What is the next one after Dale Lane? Dylan. You said Elm Street because A, B, C, D, E. E is the next one. So Elm Court, not Elm Street, Elm Court. Right. After the E, what do we have next? What is after E, guys? A, B, C, D, E, F. There we go. Dane and Jenna, you both said 5th Street. So there's only 2 left, Main Street and Twisted Lane. So what's first, M or T? Main Street. There we go. M is first and then it's T, Twisted Lane. So the alphabetical order will be Berry Drive, Dale Lane, Elm Court, 5th Street, Main Street, and Twisted Lane. There we go. Whose house is the closest to David's as the crow flies? Do you know what that means if I say as the crow flies? Nokwanda says no. If you don't go, so any bird doesn't take a car or a bicycle or something and drive down the street, right? They can just fly straight in a straight line. So if you ever have this question, this kind of question, it means just in a straight line. So a crow, a bird, doesn't need to take the streets like we have to. You can just draw a straight line. So from David's house, if you could just fly in a straight line, whose house is the closest? Remember to give me, there's a good sentence. Caleb said, Catherine's house is the closest to David's house. But by road, it's not the closest, but the question is as the crow flies. So let's reveal. Catherine's house is the closest to David's house as the crow flies. Very good, Caleb. That's a perfect sentence. Next question. Whose house is the farthest from the library if you go by car? Whose house is the farthest from the library? So you have to quickly draw a line in your mind from the library to Catherine's house, to Ariana's house, to Ruth's house, David's house, and see whose house is the farthest from the library if you drive by car, if you go by car. Write it in a sentence, please. Some of you said Ruth's house, but you are forgetting about one other house. Remember, you have to drive by car. You cannot walk. There we go. Jenna said David's house is the furthest, or you can say farthest when you're talking about actual distance. David's house is the farthest from the library. I think some of you thought you could just walk from his house to the library like this, but what if there's a fence? We don't know. The map doesn't show any fences, so that's why I said if you drive by car, so it will be very long route all around. There we go. Next one. How many times do you have to stop at stop streets if you drive from David's house to Ariana's house? How many times do you have to stop at stop streets? So your sentence will, or you have to write a sentence for me. Sentence, please. I'm not going to read anything that's not in a sentence. Alex said you have to stop once. Nokwanda said you have to stop 4 times. Joda said you will stop 3 times. Your sentences are great, but not one of you have the correct answer. Ntokozo said you have to stop 2 times. That is the correct answer. So even if you see more than one stop street, it's just the stop sign on the other side of the road. So you'll stop there when you go, and then you drive, and you'll stop here again, and then you go. So it's, let me see, where's Ariana's house? Here. There's only one intersection here at the top with a stop street, and then here at the bottom with the stop street. So Don't count the stop signs. Just think about the real street. You don't have to stop twice if you see 2 stop signs. Another question. How many stories does Ariana's house have? How many stories does Ariana's house have? Remember, give me a complete sentence. It has 2. Very good, says Dane. Ariana's house has 2 stories. So some of you said 3, but if you count here, there's a door and the window at the bottom, and there are the 3 windows at the top. So 2 stories. Great, let's go to the last question. Whose house do you like best and why? So here you can write anything, but it cannot be the library or the supermarket. It has to be someone's house. And then if you can give a reason, you'll get the point. But if you can't give a reason, I don't think your teacher will give you the point. So whose house do you like best and why? You'll say, I like this one's house the best because. Let's wait for some answers, and then I'll show you my answer. So Dante said Ariana's house because her house is big. That's good. But remember, you guys, this is still not a full sentence. You have to say, I like Ariana's house because her house is big. Tokozo said, I like David's house. Why? What's your reason? And Caleb said, I like Catherine's house because it has a nice design and looks beautiful. Wow, this is such a good sentence. Alex said, I like Ariana's house because it's huge and it has space. That's also very good. All right, I'm going to stop there, guys. You have written a lot of great sentences. Keep it coming. That's excellent. Nice. I'm going to show you mine. I like Catherine's house best because it looks like a house you'll find in a fairy tale. It kind of looks like a candy house, maybe something you'll get in what's it, Hansel and Gretel, something that you can eat. You can see I'm hungry. All right, so your homework for tomorrow, you have to draw a map of your house. Now listen, if we draw maps, we have to pretend we are viewing it from the top. So you pretend that the roof is not there. Someone took off the roof and you can see the walls from the top and you can see everything from the top. I want you to picture your house. I know this might be a difficult exercise for some of you, but this will be fun. Picture your house without a roof. You are looking at it from the top. Maybe you're sitting on a cloud or something. Or you are flying a drone and looking down. What do you see? So you have to draw the lines and tell me exactly where the kitchen is, where the living room is. You can label each room. If you've done this, that's a good exercise. You can just do it again. And then please send me your maps. Remember, you can find the worksheets on the website, but you can also just take a picture of you can draw it on any piece of paper and take a picture and send it to me. I want to see your house. And if you don't think you live in a nice house, or if you don't want to show me what your house looks like, you can draw a house, any house that you'd like to live in. And you can label the rooms and tell me what room is located where. Remember, my email address is marilete2007@yahoo.co.uk. Please share your work with me. Tomorrow, we will do some writing, and it's also going to be based on a map. So it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. And we are also going to write directions and make adjustments to a map. Great. And you can follow us on social media. You'll see the links on the screen. Have a great day. Enjoy your afternoon. Relax a little bit. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Goodbye.